gonna destroy Manchester United.
Okay, that guy's delusional.
Like, I'm from Manchester, so it's kind of like, ooh.
Oh, you got beef now. Speaking of beef, we got some friendly beef of PsY versus Tatuman. You know, some in-game beef. Not even beef. They're just gonna hit each other, and beat each other up. Let's see what a character with limited range and honestly,
oh, good spacing.
A fairly mediocre neutral is gonna do versus the ultimate wall that ever lived. It's gonna be Rosalina and
the
Luma.
Greatest disjoint to ever grace the Smash Brothers series.
Yeah, man. It can even walk around autonomously. Like, what?
It's basically Nana, but you can actually control it when she's away more than 2 meters away from you.
Yeah, and she gets back. And can we just say how PsY almost died sub 50% from that back? That's gotta be Rosalina.
Nigel knows his stuff.
Nigel knows his stuff, man. Use up it. Oh. There it is. Forward smash, and that's gonna be it.
Oh my god.
2 lightweights. Except the kill power difference and especially the range difference is significant.
Bye-bye, Luma.
Bye-bye. And excellent use by PsY. Using the diver's helmet of the up smash to power through the multi-hit of Tatuman's landing aerial.
Yeah, I think PsY realized in that first stock, oh wait, I wasn't killing Luma. And so, beginning of this stock, he's just like, okay, kill Luma.
Yeah, and the dash attack is pretty good for that. Overall, one of the better dash attacks in the game. It's hard to see when it ends, and it's got pretty great frame data anyway, you know. Okay, there, not contested by Tatuman. Down tilt, keeping PsY out. It looks to be so tough for Game&Watch to get in on this Luma. Jab, one of the best jabs in the game as well, does seem to send Luma out a decent amount.
Oh,
and he
bye-bye.
catches Tatuman with the up smash like you said. Do you think PsY is going to be able to pull this back?
It's not impossible, but it's going to take... I think he might need to do...
Down
I think he might need
9?
He might need to fight every instinct in his body because, you know, PsY is not a very hammer-heavy user.
Well, he used to already, which I guess is more than some, but you're right, man. Usually when this guy gets the grab, he's gonna go for those big... Oh, yeah, that's it, that's it.
You see, he was shaking his head like, what was I doing?
Yeah, he went for the all-in, tried to pop onto the side with a B.
Small fairy in his head gave him bad advice.
But when he saw himself fall back, he knew he had misspaced and or mistimed, or just completely misjudged, because I can imagine that it's gonna be harder to hit on an ultra floaty like Rosa. Either way, I do like the attempt. And I do like how PsY was kind of pulling it back near the end of game 1. So let's see what he's going to be able to do here in game 2. Smashville. How about that?
Oof. I don't know why.
We got closer blast zones on the side, which is going to be decent for Game&Watch. I mean, his up smash is going to kill regardless, pretty much, because that's a powerful move. And those backers off stage that he got near the end of game 1 are going to kill sooner on Smashville, but I also gotta remind people that down air on Smashville from Rosalina and Luma, it's pretty crazy.
But like that's PsY's dilemma. It's like I could go to Town City, right, and I could kill much earlier off the top, but I am fighting a Rosalina and Luma.
I think narrow borders are good for Rosalina regardless, you know. Air to retreat there, super dangerous. So at the start of game 2 here, PsY is once again having quite a bit of trouble getting through the impenetrable fortress known as Luma. There it is, Luma out of HP. Let's see if he can make the most. Wow, up air 1 into diver's helmet.
This game is perfectly even. Oh no, it's not anymore.
Well, it was pretty even at least. It's a lot evener than the start of the first game.
They were both at 67%.
Yeah, because Game&Watch does pack quite a punch. PsY narrowly not outspacing the dash attack. It's quite a shame. Excellent use of the jab to knock Luma out. But this is why I don't like Smashville versus Rosa, man. You got that taxi platform coming in and saving Luma. That's not nice.
Woohoo! You turned into Mickey Mouse for like
that shield pressure just caught me off guard. I mean, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Smashes and jabs. And this time PsY covers the landing perfectly with a down smash.
Yeah. Jesus. What's left?
Hey, PsY at the ledge. How's he gonna get off, man? Like, what do you feel, man, when you are on the ledge versus Rosalina?
Yeah, dude, it's what would you do?
I don't know, man. I'm Samus. I got a pretty good ledge game, and it still sometimes feels so hopeless. But PsY apparently knew what to do as he got through, and now he's starting to expand his lead with these grabs. No air dodge from Tatuman. Oh, watch out, man. Watch out. You know that down air's coming in. But PsY with the ballsiest grab I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to stop being optimal and go for the.
Oh wow, PsY with the down air. It was.
You need to believe in your heart.
If he didn't take right there, that would have been a crazy stage spike. Instead, he dies because he put the trigger on the down air too soon, and up B was not enough.
He went for the dash attack, sort of a stage gimp.
Yeah, it's pretty good, you know. Game&Watch's dash attack has a lot of purpose. There it is, trying to two-frame Tatuman once again. Dash attack is pretty good for that. And Rosa is pretty easy to two-frame. Oh, popped the trigger a little too soon on the diver's helmet. Oh, that's gonna be big. Or at least big damage on Luma, but he completely forgoes Luma for changing Tatuman off stage. And well, it worked out.
The up smashes are coming out.
Yeah, man, he wants to end this already. And I can't blame him.
But that's not the way you do it, because he's adapted.
Is that? Oh, wow. PsY shaking his head after
already.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you just mentally gave up.
What, hello? Is that a thing? Okay, so first you spray a little bit of flammable bug spray on Rosalina. And then
you just torch her.
Yeah, then you just pull out the torch.
Burn the witch. Burn the
burn
witch.
The witch. Burn the witch.
Spray with a little gasoline and then burn the witch.
PsY does that. Ram's coming at it with who does that? Well, apparently PsY does that, but I can imagine it working rather well on floaties.
Yeah.
And Rosa is super floaty.
It's like, nah, Rose is a fast faller.
No, she isn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, if she presses down on her stick, then she falls pretty fast.
She kind of does it though. Okay, winner squad is Tennis Temple Omega. What do you think about this stage choice from Tatuman?
It's pretty flat. Just like Game&Watch.
Okay, so advantage Game&Watch. That is what we can conclude here.
Yeah, home
the
territory.
Flatness matches.
Home territory. No, but I think this is Tatuman's choice. I don't know why he would pick this actually, because the platforms aren't gonna. There are no platforms to save Luma.
Yeah, you do have a very wide stage, which is also beneficial for Luma, and he did win game 1 here, so maybe it's just. And he has the easier neutral. And a better neutral usually pays out more on stages like Omega than it does on stages with platforms. So big jabs, go nuts from PsY. Hitting the Luma.
Because with platforms you can get creative.
Yeah.
If your character has mediocre, like single-dimensional tools, once you add like the platforms and you can start mix and matching.
Yeah. Because now all he gets to do is going through the front, and there's a Luma, and going from the top, and there's also a Luma, and crazy hitboxes. Okay, Luma off stage, dash attack, such a good tool in this matchup. Wow, he chases it down, but those stubby 2D arms a little bit too short.
Oh, wow. He went for it.
We don't jump off the wind boxes, and we don't fall into up smashes. But that's exactly what Tatuman just did as the PsY takes the lead.
Oh, he went for some sick read. Or he went the wrong way.
But it isn't happening. He can still take quite a couple of hits. Forward throw, not going to be enough. Can PsY get some extra % before he inevitably gets hit by a powerful Rosa option?
Nah.
Luma is back. It's gonna be a lot tougher. Up smash. Oof. And he couldn't have rolled in either because Tatuman dashed forward and somehow his Luma stayed behind. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy up smash coverage.
Pretty wacky.
Pretty wacky. So it is clean stocks on the final game.
I think that's called something like the boost, Luma boost dash something.
It might very well be. It's a complicated character.
Yeah.
At least if you want to do the more advanced stuff.
I'm not smart enough to know this kind of stuff. I'm not a Rosa main.
Okay, more jabs coming out. Been working really well for PsY in this set so far.
I'd say that PsY has been pretty strongly outplaying Tatuman this whole entire set. He's been doing everything right, but then he makes like the tiniest mistake, and you get Rosalina Lumed.
Or he does like an all-in and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Because PsY, he's really confident, man. He is definitely a guy who takes some risk. And now he's just keeping Rosa in the air with the windbox of up air. Pretty funny, but it's not going to give you any damage. As Tatuman takes the lead. Ooh, down airs.
That's not going to kill yet.
Next one's going to be really scary though. And Side stays on the ledge for too long, and his 2D knows.
You see, he was already standing